Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, with Australian dollar being out for one day, for Australia Day, the market was very whipsawed, as the market did tumble to a low of 80.02 before restoring its bullish sentiment back to 81 cents. What triggered the main movement was the fact that we had mixed reactions from Donald Trump rightly contradicting Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin after his remarks said that he wanted a weaker US dollar. However, Donald Trump came in and said that they wanted a stronger dollar, so it was very confusing. Nevertheless, if you can see with the price action, the market has left the RSI slightly divergent, suggesting that we could see a decline, but we should not rule out a test first at 81.55. A rejection from there would look back towards 80.45 with the objective beneath there, where the uptrend comes in, around 79.90. As I mentioned, the whipsaw price action has left the market with a shooting star, but not confirmed. We do need to see a break beneath 123.20 to support this bearish signal, and along with bearish divergence, could actually see that eventuate this week. We do have a bit of a data this week out of the economic calendar. First of all, we got Donald Trump speaking on Wednesday, then we got the Fed rate decision on Thursday, and then we got non-farm payrolls on Friday. So it will most probably be a bit of a roller coaster week from Wednesday. Nevertheless, I see the range at the moment at 23.60 as support and as minor, and the key level, as I mentioned, at 123.20. Top side sees resistance around 124.55 on the day. Well, dollar yen did test down towards the support of 108.25 after recording a low of 108.27. From the rebound, though, I do expect to see further coverage, purely for the fact is the ADX is overheating and we do have divergence supporting the bullish case back to 109.20. I'm not overly negative on the US dollar. It is extremely oversold, so I do expect to see a turnaround very soon and look towards that top side target, as I mentioned, at 109.20. But it would seem that the pound still continues to persist to the upside after printing a high of 143.40. At this stage, you can see from the rejection, I am not overly bullish at these levels. From an ADX overheating, a stochastic that's showing weakness and also overbought conditions, as well as the RSI, could easily see a 200-point drop in the pound back towards the region of 140. So do be very aware that if you are trading long, to keep your stops tight. Well, the gold last week at the end came to a high of 1,365. This being close to a 17-month peak. Now, what is interesting to see is that the gold upside test did drop back slightly, with the trend now coming minor at 47 with 41.43 as a base to the start of this week. There is some divergence. There is also some negativity in the stochastic, as well as the decline in MACD may give a pullback towards this downside, with the initial resistance capping on the day at 54. To round off for silver and oil, the market is still toppy towards that $17.70, and I am looking for a pullback to 25 at presently. Any advances should still fail, especially with the technicals a little bit mixed here. Could actually see this pullback sooner than later, so do be on your guard if you're trading from long side. However, I am looking for a bullish case eventually to take out $17.70 and look up towards $18, but that is the broader picture. And to round off, well, as you can see with oil, the market is still toying with this level of $66 a barrel. Overall, I do expect to see the market eventually fail towards this region, with divergence clearly across the board in these markets. Eventually should see the US dollar recover and see some weakness coming back into certain currencies, especially with the oil, looking back to 64.60. So that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day that's ahead.